Ang init. So, welcome everyone to this webinar. This is going to be a full English webinar. So in the chat room, you can speak in whatever language you want, but it's going to be English from me. Okay. So I'm going to mute everyone. If anybody wants to speak, make sure you have a very quiet environment. And yeah, you got a nice microphone so we can actually hear you. Okay. Where's the chat room? Where's the chat room? Where's the chat room? I can't find the chat room. Zoom talaga, grabe. There's the chat room. Okay. So hello everyone. This is Jomar Hilario, and you are in a rare event. This is the truth about blockchain and Bitcoin. You're gonna find out the truth about Bitcoin trading, altcoin trading, and all these words that are popping up today, and for good reason. I'm gonna tell you exactly why you are hearing so much of this today, and why some of you have actually invested in it, okay? And then why a lot of people are saying, and I'm hearing this a lot, so even me, I'm kind of like, cloistered, like I don't really go out so often, but I still hear this, right? Still hear this a lot from people that I know. Wow, if only I bought more in the past. If only I bought more in the past. Wow, if only I bought that property in Ayala before it was Ayala, you know, stuff like that. All these regrets. Now, so to start off, that should be a major indicator, okay, of where we are right now. We should be aware that statements like that are giving us, oh, Inay, how do we do this? How do we get rid of people talking? Somebody has a microphone. Somebody else. So who's talking? There. Isabel, can you mute everyone? So you can actually hear someone talking, because it's like a swimming pool. Si JC ata to eh. JC, hindi kita ma-mute. Baka ikaw yung nagsasalita. I'll just get rid of my sound. Bahala kayo. I can't mute people eh. So here's the problem. Can you hear that other sound? Can you hear that other sound? If you can hear it, I have no control if I can mute it. Okay, so if that person doesn't mute himself, or if Isabel doesn't mute that person, I'm just gonna be talking over the sound. Okay? Yeah. All right. Just a moment. Okay, here we go. So my name is Jomar Hilario. Let's redo that. Hello everyone, this is Jomar Hilario. You are in our blockchain Bitcoin webinar. This is a free webinar, but today I'm going to teach you what my thoughts are. I'm going to reveal to you what my thoughts are regarding this phenomenon called Bitcoin and blockchain. The more important topic here is actually the blockchain, but people are not interested in the blockchain. They are interested mainly because there's a big money-making opportunity in Bitcoin. Yes or no? Can everybody say, I'm interested in the money? Just type it in the chat room if it's true. If it's not true, then go ahead, deny it. Okay. Now the big news is actually blockchain, which is already changing the financial sector, which is about to change the real estate sector, which the effect being it's going to be easier for us to deal with them. Effect being, if you're going to be remitting money, it's going to be faster. Okay, if it was faster before, it's going to be faster now. Okay, already companies like American Express and Visa are are launching their own blockchain implementations, not Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but blockchain. So today, however, I'm here to just give you a orientation or a warning, or even a simple thing as give you a short primer on what you should be looking out for. This is all about finding the truth. I'm not going to go into very, very rudimentary what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin stuff. I'm just going to be very, very simple about it because we are really after protecting you. Okay, this webinar is about protecting you from people out there who are so excited to bring you into this fold of blockchain and Bitcoin. Okay. I really need to know if somebody can hear me. How do I know that? Hello? Hello? Can they hear me? Oh, nobody can hear me, huh? Oh, they can hear me. Oh, good. Wala kasi nagsasabing I can hear you, so hard to talk. Okay, let's just talk. Yeah, Jazz. Uy, somebody raised her hand. Why did you raise your hand? Oh, good. Thank you very much for telling me that. Okay, let me just introduce myself. My name is Jomar Hilario. I help Filipinos work from home by becoming virtual assistants or virtual professionals in my language. We call it the virtual career. And I do this because of my goal is to reclaim the Filipino family. Essentially that's my goal. It may not matter to anyone, but I see that the destruction of the family has gone on for so long. The call centers, the BPOs, and the OFWs have all blessed the country with so much money, but also so much destruction when it comes to family relationships. That's why my family is homeschooled. That's why my kids are homeschooled. That's why I work here at home in our small house as a sample of what you can do, as a sample of what people can live, as a sample of how future people should be living, okay? Not as employees, but as free people, you know, free to do what you want, free to be who you want to be, free to earn, free to go where you want, free to live where you want, stay where you want, okay? This is all, ang kulit may nagda-drawing sa screen. Please stop drawing on the screen, okay? Unless you draw a heart. You can draw hearts. If you want to draw on the screen, please draw hearts, not just weird stuff, okay? So go ahead, draw hearts. Draw hearts there. So my name is Jomar Hilario. I'm the guy in the middle there. Okay, go ahead and draw. I'll just erase it later. And these are the people who put their trust in me last October, and it's because we did this event called Date with Freedom. Okay, now let me just move on. Okay. So now you've heard my intentions. I'm also the author of the book Virtual Careers, which actually simplifies the process of earning from the internet as a virtual professional. I have two other books here: the 4 Billion Questions to Ask in Your Interview, and the Elements of an Attractive Virtual Assistant blog. Okay. Now, only the red book is available in the bookstores. The others are available only in my events or websites. Now, in this picture, we have the meeting of my readers in Dubai. And the funny thing or alarming thing about this picture is that they're all women, which kind of gives me an idea that there's a lot of women out there who has decided to leave their families. And of course, remove the mother from the equation in the family, remove the father, and remove them for a few years, you actually have a broken family with, online relationships instead. So it's no good to raise kids in broken families like that. They're not really emotionally broken, but they're physically broken. So this is my hope to help you on this journey and to reunite your family. Okay. So the reason I'm here is because these people you see in the picture, they're really not interested in earning all that money. They're really interested in buying experiences with their family. In the long term, it's not really the money that matters, but the experiences that money can give to their family with them. So experiences like this, which is priceless, and experiences like this one, which is more than priceless, awesome, and this one also, which just punctuates what I mean It's really just the moments with your family that matters. It's not really the gifts that they receive. Okay, so I did a word cloud of all the surveys I did in many years, and this is the big thing that came out. This word cloud reveals out of that, what, a 200-page document, the most meaningful thing for people listening to this webinar, people following or reading my book, is family. So why are we talking about Bitcoin and blockchain? Oh, because you are about to invest. Some of you are about to invest. Some of you already invested your family's savings in Bitcoin, not blockchain, in Bitcoin. Probably in something that's not Bitcoin, but you thought it was Bitcoin. So we want to address that. Okay. So tomorrow is too late. Yesterday is over. Okay. And now is exactly the right moment to start. When I talk about this, I mean whatever we're talking about today, which is blockchain. So today we're going to tackle, Bitcoin, blockchain, altcoin, cryptocurrency, mining, trading, and I'm actually going to go through all the possible scams regarding blockchain and Bitcoin and false promises. This is from my observation, and I have some conversation with people actually doing it already. People actually trading in cryptocurrency. And don't worry, I will be very careful. I will not interchange words that should not be interchanged. As beginners, you can say Bitcoin trading, but actually that's incorrect. It's altcoin trading or crypto trading. Okay, so these are some of the topics we'll be discussing. I will be discussing the definition as we go along. But my main focus, everybody, can you type it in? Our main focus is that to get you out of the radar of the scammers out there who's promising so much, and to give you an explanation of how you should approach this thing. And I will just tell you very carefully. Okay, this is the picture of today's Bitcoin chart. Every Bitcoin fan is going to put this in his Facebook. $8,000 as of today, 1% increase as of yesterday. Amazing, right? Okay, 16 million Bitcoins mined today, and the chart is now at 8,000. Okay, and this chart should be familiar. Okay, this is a bull market or a uptrend. Now, to help you understand this, can I ask you, can you see the chart? And if you can see the chart, please understand that this chart is a chart of behavior. Can you type that in? This chart is a chart of emotions. So the chart goes up and down based on human actions. Therefore, it's a chart of emotions, a chart of behavior. And the same can be said with the stock market. It's a chart of emotions and behavior. Okay? But this, you can think of Bitcoin as one company. Okay? It's actually not even a company, but you can think of it as a company. You can also think of it as a currency. This is, let's say, US dollar. It's just really going up, right? And when a chart like this, a chart of emotions going up, people start shouting, okay? Things like, it's exciting, it's going up, right? That should be a signal for you, right? Number two, and people are gonna be saying, or they're already saying it, you should ride this wave, it's going to the moon. Now, these words did not come from Bitcoin, it came from the stock market. Okay, so if you hear people saying this, if the newspaper is saying this, then you have an indicator where we are. Now, this indicator I'm talking about is very important because Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and all that excitement that there's money there is actually just another version of the stock market, another version of the property market, another version of human emotions. All right, let me show you. This is the graph of normal property. This is real estate. This is a real estate chart. Now, you might not know, but this is also exactly a stock market chart. This is an emotion chart of stock market. So there's a takeoff, there is a sell-off, and there's media attention, and there's enthusiasm, and then there's greed, and there's delusions, all emotions. And there's a new paradigm, let's say this is a new high, and there's denial because it goes down, and there's a bull trap there, and there's a return to normal, which is not true, and all this fear and capitulation that they call, just Google it, it's just an emotion. Okay. And then despair because it goes down the average and then it goes back to the old value. Now, this is a stock market chart. This is also I took it from a real estate business. So this is a real estate chart as well. They are accurate because this is how people behave when money is involved. It's emotions. Can you do me a favor and say emotions? Because the sooner you understand that the charts of that they're showing to you, the Bitcoin chart is nothing but a chart of emotions. It's not really a chart of money. Okay, it's really emotions. Now, here is a tip from Warren Buffett: invest in what you understand. Big idea. Invest in what you understand. If you do this, then your money is a bit safer than the usual thing. Now, I'm telling you this because there are people out there already who's giving money to other people because these other people said, hey, grabe, I invested in Bitcoin. It was 2,000. I invested 3 years ago. Now it's 8,000. How much did I make? Blah, blah, blah. And of course, the friend didn't even say that that friend just invested Bitcoin 2 years ago and only invested 5,000 pesos. And the amounts you're saying is actually in dollars. So the increase is a little bit small because when he started, the investment was really small. So it's all hypothetical. It's not a real increase. Okay. So once a brain is confused, this is psychology. Once a brain is confused, this brain is actually willing to accept any wild explanation. And when a wild explanation comes in, you can research this. This is clinically proven psychology. Once a wild explanation comes in, they just give their money. Yeah, I worked for you for 5 years, 10 years, and you earn money. Sure, I'll give you the money. Please invest this for me. And that actually happens a lot already today. Okay. Now, let me just show you that chart so you can see. So that chart, Bitcoin price, this is an emotional chart. Please do compare it. Wait a minute, let me check if I have that slide. Please do compare it with a chart of I got rid of it pala. So let me just do it with emotions. And please, you make your conclusions. Okay? You make your conclusions. It's easier now. You do your conclusions. So you don't say, Jomar told me it's there. So where are we actually? What do you think? Because really, this is not science. This is purely subjective. Where are we in the emotional chart? Yeah? Where are we in the emotional chart? We're going up. It's a bull market. So now we're in the mania phase. And this is just my opinion. Your opinion is also worthwhile. So just make sure you just make your own decisions where we are. In my mind, we are in the media attention phase. Yeah, that's where we are. Which means there is such big, what is this thing called? Uphill, uptick potential, right? We're in the media phase. Is Bitcoin being mentioned in the media today? Was it mentioned in the media last year? Actually, it was in the media last year as well, right? So is it more today? Is there more mentions today? Are there more mentions today? Yes, right? So Jomar, you haven't even explained what Bitcoin is. Yeah, I haven't, because that's not the point. Bitcoin is nothing but an idea which you want to invest in. So you must understand, we're looking at it from an investment point of view, not from a technical point of view. And we're talking about investments, we're talking about emotions. That's how it works. Bitcoin is just like currency or Forex. It's just like stock market. It's just emotions. Okay. Now that you're seeing we're in the mania phase, you're actually starting to become greedy. Ooh, look at the chart. Where's the greed? Where's the greed? If somewhere in your heart you're feeling, how much can I earn? How much can I earn? That's greed. Maybe it's enthusiasm. It's up to you. So let's go into the numbers because this is what you like. Let's say, okay, in October 30, which is like several weeks ago, you bought Bitcoin, right? Just Bitcoin, which is the most popular one anyway. You bought some Bitcoin, and it was $6,800. Now it's 7.3. So in a matter of 14 days, there is a gain of $494. 14 days, you got a gain. Good gain? Should be a good gain, right? Now, actually, in your brain, you said, oh, no, I'm not going to buy one Bitcoin. Like, you can buy 10, right? Buy more than one, right? Because that's how it should work, right? So now, when you say, I'm going to buy more than one Bitcoin, you actually didn't do it. It is all in your brain. You didn't really buy it. So, because if you bought the Bitcoin, you'd be very quiet today. Yes or no? If you bought 10 Bitcoins in October 30, you'd probably be very quiet and you're not saying anything to anyone. Again, human behavior. So what if you did buy? This is what people show. This is what people show to make you insane, to drive you into an enthusiastic reach for your wallet to give it to them. Okay. Now, let's say you said you bought 10 Bitcoins in October. This is last 2 weeks ago. And now that one, you actually spent $4,940 or 200, sorry. If you did buy 10, your income, your gain is 251,000 pesos and 56. So that's your income. Can you just type it in the chat room, please? Income equals $250,000 pesos. If you bought 10 Bitcoins 2 weeks ago, right? So it means 2 weeks ago, you had access to 3.4 million pesos to invest in Bitcoin. Just Bitcoin alone, you're not trading, you're just buying a coin, like buying dollars, and then saving it, like holding it in your wallet. Okay, there's such a thing as a Bitcoin wallet. That's where you store it. Okay, and let's say you want to make sure nobody hacks in and steals your Bitcoin wallet. You put it in a hard disk and remove the hard disk, disconnect it from the computer, external hard disk, and don't connect it to the internet until you're ready to sell. And you can protect your Bitcoin that way. Question. It's all very nice to see because the chart is all theoretical. Were you willing 3 weeks ago to spend 3.4 million to buy Bitcoin? Were you willing? Yes or no? Yes or no? Because if you were willing, you probably wouldn't tell us. If you were not, then it's all very theoretical. It's all, if only I did. But let me go back to the chart. No, you already know the chart is not going down anytime soon. If we are in the media attention, it's going to go up. Enthusiasm is going to go up. Greed is going to go up. Delusion is going to go up. It's only going to go down when we're in the new paradigm. Unless today is the new paradigm. Tan, tan, tan. And it's kind of easy to know that. You know when you're in the delusion stage, when you see the Bitcoin news in the front of the newspaper, when you have strangers approaching you in the office or work class, in the canteen, saying, hey, grabe, Bitcoin's amazing. I'm so rich today, blah, blah, blah. They're actually lying. They're saying exciting is going up, then that's the time that it's like, this is the end, it's going to go down. Okay, because it's just emotions. Bitcoin being a new technology doesn't remove the human component. It's pure emotions. Right? So this is just a warning for you. Right? You should be studying how human emotions work when it comes to markets or the stock market or the real estate market. Same banana. It's just human emotions. Having said that, however, it is my goal to help you understand how people are taking advantage of this thing called blockchain and Bitcoin and deceiving other people into buying something entirely different. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn? That was just my short introduction to insanity. Okay. Oh, here's the first one. You have heard of gurus in the Philippines setting up Bitcoin cryptocurrency groups in multi-level marketing format. This is how they do it. Okay. They say, wow, we have a Bitcoin something. They don't even use blockchain. They don't even use currency. They use the word coin. So they say something coin, and then in our something mining. So when I say something, I mean company name. And and we are in this coin business, something, something, and if you join us, you need to recruit people. It's binary, left and right. I'm not pretending all of this stuff. I actually read their marketing plan. Okay, this is real. This is an actual company which launched like last August. Okay, and they're inviting Filipinos to join them, which is really funny because I saw what they were offering. They were offering cloud mining shares, and to buy the cloud mining shares, just join us in our recruitment. Recruit other people, so you earn 4 different ways plus the cloud mining coins, and the coins can be Bitcoin, can be other coins. What's the catch? When MLM comes into the picture with these blank coin companies, you're not really getting actual Bitcoins. Okay. Now, I'm talking about Bitcoins as if it's stable. Yes, I'm talking about it as if it's stable. I'm talking about Bitcoin as if it's the most popular cryptocurrency out there, because it is. Okay? Talking about Bitcoin in a positive light, because if Bitcoin fails, the entire industry sort of like suffers with it. Okay? So Bitcoin is para siyang, it's like the US dollar of cryptocurrency. Okay? People want this one to succeed. If it succeeds, then everybody gets sort of blessed that, wow, this new technology actually works, blah, blah, blah. It can tolerate hacks, it can tolerate people's mistakes and stuff like that. Okay? So I'm talking about Bitcoin as your safest bet getting into this kind of thing, if you want to really put your money in it. Okay? Which means to say, if you get yourself into an MLM sort of system, you are actually not buying Bitcoin. You're actually buying into an MLM system, which is totally different. Okay? Then if the MLM has Bitcoin, you need to find out for yourself if they're actually paying you in Bitcoins or they're giving you some other coin. Because there are other currencies. There are other currencies than the Philippine peso, US dollar, German euro, right? There's other currencies. German mark. Is there still a German mark? I'm not sure. So in the world of cryptocurrency, or digital currencies, Bitcoin is number 1, just like the US dollar is number 1, quote unquote. And there's another one like Euro, or Ethereum, or Litecoin. Your MLM in something else, and they have a different name, probably called shares. Can you type the word shares? They have a brand new coin that they're paying, right? So that could be a concern. So if you're into MLM, go for it. If you're really looking for Bitcoin, do not buy into an MLM thing, because you can just directly. There are many ways to buy Bitcoins online. You don't have to recruit anyone. Okay? So next is this brand new thing called an ICO, initial coin offering, which is kind of, wow, but IPO, only it's a bit deceptive. So can you type, pag may sumising it, can you type in initial coin offering? Hey, Isabel, are you there? Can you mute people, Because I can't mute them. I know there's somebody talking, but there, mute all. I'm gonna get rid of them. Okay, that's good. Oh, good. I can now mute them. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's the thing: initial coin offering. It sort of sounds like IPO, right? What's the difference between the two? Can you tell me? Who's heard of Kickstarter? Who's heard of Kickstarter? Have you heard of this thing called Kickstarter? When you get into Kickstarter, are you investing in companies that are long-term, already existing, or new? What are you investing in? Long-term or new? Okay, when you get yourself into Kickstarter, you know you're investing in a brand new company, right? Probably not going to do what they promised you to do. Okay? Now I'm a Kickstarter. I personally am a Kickstarter investor, so I know if I invest it, there's a big risk that the company might not give you the products that they said they would. And that's actually what happened already to me. You know, I invested in several Kickstarter campaigns, new company. It took them sometimes 1.5 years before they were able to fulfill their promise. Primarily because it's brand new. I mean, they said they're gonna finish in this month, but it took them 1.5 years to finish. That's a Kickstarter. You're actually giving your money to a new company. An IPO, however, the only way you can do an IPO, you should be existing for a few years, yes. The SEC has checked your financial documents. A bank has vouched that you are actually, you're in good standing, your company is really making money, and then you can go do an IPO, right? Which one has better chances of saving your money, and which one has better chances of wasting your money? Which one do you think? An initial public offering or an initial coin offering? Because an IPO is checked by the government, checked by a bank. Okay, an ICO, initial coin, is just a brand new company. It's just a brand new company. So there's this company now in the Philippines, right? They have a website. How many of you know how to make a website? Like all of you, right? Know how to make a website. They have a website. They have some promises in their website, right? They even have money to rent a ballroom so they can invite people in, right? And it's an ICO. Question: what are you investing in? When you buy an ICO, are you buying Bitcoins? What do you think? Initial coin offering. Jomar, it has the word coin. Therefore, it must be Bitcoin, right? Actually, when you join an ICO, you're buying a brand new worthless coin. Brand new. I could tell you, hey, I have this new currency. I invented it. I invented this currency. It's based in Mindanao. It's called the Min coin. You should join us in our ICO. It's very exciting. We have this company. It's gonna make so much money because it's gonna be solving this problem. This problem is we're gonna set up Yaya centers, Yaya training centers. It's gonna be modeled after London. The nanny training centers, and we're gonna supply Yayas all over the Philippines. It's solving a problem. However, just like an IC, let's like a Kickstarter, it's just videos. It's just a website. It's just people with nice clothes in a ballroom convincing you to invest in their company. When people are convincing you to invest in their company, you are called a what? What do they call you? Hey, please invest in my company. We have an ICO, but they don't say that. They don't say invest in my company. They just say invest in our ICO. You are actually an investor, and a clueless one actually, because you just went to a seminar to invest, which is probably not a good idea because you need to invest by studying what you understand, not by attending a seminar. And in the seminar, they sell you an idea of an ICO, which is actually you donating money for them to operate. You're not buying Bitcoins. You see this chart? You see this chart? You're not in this chart. You are not in this chart. You're essentially an angel investor. You can add the word clueless angel investor because you just invested in an ICO, which is not even Bitcoin. You get me? It's their own coin. The ICO is the creation of a brand new coin, which is just like an IPO, only that in the IPO, the company is not being created. You just need investment so the company will grow. Okay? So it's much like being in a Kickstarter. So if you want to go into ICO, understand you're in Kickstarter. Understand the risk has been factored in higher than even Bitcoin, right? And people who wants to be in ICO should be extremely wealthy or extremely liquid, not your savings as an employee. No. Okay. Have you heard of an angel investor who was an employee? Probably not. Right? So stay away from your ICOs if you want to be in just the Bitcoin world, right? Stay away from your ICOs unless you understand what you're getting yourself into. Remember, ideas are cheap. Each one of you can make a website because I sort of told you it's very easy to make one. Can you just tell me? Do you know how to make a website? Go to wix.com, yeah, WordPress.com, Squarespace.com. You can simply make a website. Can you rent a ballroom? Yeah, sure. You can rent a ballroom. Can you buy nice clothes and talk on stage? Probably not the talk on stage part, but I'm training you to do that. Stay away from your ICOs if you want to be in just the Bitcoin world. ICO is an introduction to a brand new set of risk and different coins, not Bitcoin. All right, next, cloud mining. Ta-da! All right, remember that MLM thing I gave you, talked about earlier? Their product was cloud mining. However, their product was backed by the #1 cloud mining company in the world, which means if you want to buy their product, all you have to do is go to that company. You don't have to go MLM, you just go buy directly from the company that supplies them with cloud mining. Jomar, what is cloud mining? Just think of it as gold, right? Gold is being mined in Baguio, in Cebu, in Zambia, in Africa, and you need some equipment to mine, right? Equipment. Let me show you the equipment quickly. Wait a minute. What's that? What do you mean by equipment? Oh, okay. Equipment such as these. This is an ASIC miner. And this equipment, I want you to pay attention to the, what is that? Price of one miner. This is an old one, I think, because this is a noisy miner, yeah. This is an available miner in AliExpress, meaning to say this is cheap. But check out the price of this miner, just one miner. Okay. Okay. So this is a miner, which means this is essentially a computer. Okay. Now there are other kinds of miners like these quiet miners. There one in AliExpress. Different price ranges. You notice the price range? There. Okay. So those are the equipment that you use to get Bitcoins. Bitcoins are just numbers. Okay? They are just numbers. Everybody type the word Bitcoin equals number. And people assign a value to that number. If you have that number, that unique number, then there's value in that number. People are willing to exchange. How much was that? $7,000 for it? You grab it. No, it's just a number, but people are willing to exchange. How much is that again? Yeah, the price is $8,000 for that thing. Okay. So I'm not giving names of companies in this webinar. So it's up to you if you want to speculate on names of companies. We're not talking about specific companies. This webinar needs to exist outside of this year because this has nothing to do with specific companies, everything to do with psychology and how people are duping other people into buying into something that's not even Bitcoin. Okay, let's talk about cloud mining. So cloud mining is some people have the idea, hey, can I use my computer to mine, to come up with the numbers that has value, okay? Now, to understand the concept, can you type the word number equals value? Now, you go to your wallet and look at that number. What's in your wallet that has numbers? Oh, money. Money is essentially paper, special paper with different numbers, okay? So if I take that 1,000 from you, which has a different number, but same paper, as the 500, would it be okay for you to give me all the 1,000s? Or no, why? It's the same paper. You want to give me the 20s? Okay, can I get all your 1,000 and you can keep all your 20s? Is that okay? Why are you not willing to give me all the 1,000s? It's just paper, right? I can give you equivalent in paper, like bond paper, same size. Is that okay? Oh, it has different value. Why is that? Why does your paper money has different value to you? And to me, it's just paper. I can give you like same thickness of bond paper. Oh, because you have a mental value. Oh, you're right. Because people out there in the world are willing to accept your 1,000 for a 1,000 peso value, right? There are people out there in the world who are willing to accept that. Now, let me tell you that I went to a money exchange in Thailand and I gave them my pesos, right? You know what they said? No, we do not accept pesos. In that situation, did my peso has any value? Money exchange, money changer in Thailand, in a mall. In that situation, my money is like bond paper. There's no value. So in the world of Bitcoin, people with these numbers, this long string of numbers, in the world of Bitcoin, there are thousands of people willing to receive that money, receive that number, because to them it's worth $8,000, as if today. At least one Bitcoin. Okay, you should realize that it's very rare for people to have one Bitcoin. People normally have 0.000000001 Bitcoin, a fraction of the Bitcoin only. That's common for people. It's very few people actually own 1, 2, 3, 4 Bitcoins. Okay, so now that we have it, so the mining is what the computer does to come up with that long number. Okay, and the reason why you have all these complicated, miners that becomes very hot, which means you need to put it in front of the air conditioner, and it becomes very noisy because it has a graphics processor, which actually happens when your kid plays computer games and the computer starts kicking in. You know what I mean? And you hear that the computer is making a noise. It's doing that because the computer's chip is heating up, so it's becoming noisy. So the computer is trying to cool itself down by turning on the fan, okay? And that's why it's a noisy computer. And if you have more than one miner, you will have a very noisy place where you... Now, I'm telling you about this because some people are saying, hey, can I use my computer at home to mine Bitcoin? And the reality is you probably can. There's no guarantee that you will actually ROI, return on your investment. You will have a hot house. You will have also a very noisy place. And you will probably have to figure out what you're going to do to control the noise, because it's going to be really noisy. Now, plus, of course, you need to have the internet on all the time and the power on all the time. It's going to be eating up all your power. Philippines power is cheap. Air conditioning is not. Okay, noise is, that's a commodity. It's not a commodity. So which means in Mongolia, actually, there are out in the outskirts of Mongolia, there are places in the US actually also where they create this big building with nothing but servers or these machines, the ASIC cloud miners. And these things, they're just there, and all they do all day is compute, guess the number that has value to others. Okay, and the Chinese company is actually Bitmain, and there's some coverage of their work, on. Let me show you a picture of their factory in Malaysia. Sorry, in Mongolia. Upper Mongolia, grabe. Have you been there? I mean, do you know anything about Mongolia? Aside from yurts? Okay, so there it is. This is a factory by Bitmain, and they're doing their own mining. They're a Beijing company. This is what they call servers. This is a Bitcoin farm. Google has that. It's called Google, but these guys, they're just mining for coins. So, Jomar, how can I get an action? But how can I get a piece of that, right? Oh, you first need to have access to an office with cheap or zero rental, cheap or zero electricity cost, a lot of money to buy these ASIC devices, and of course some more investment, because if they need to be repaired, you need to have people to repair it. possibly Chinese because this is a Chinese product. You can also wait for people to come up with, you know, cheaper mining gadgets. They probably won't, okay? Because psychologically, if they can create a cheap mining gadget, they'll just keep making more and just mine Bitcoins themselves. They don't need to sell it to you. That's actually what's happening. Psychologically, people won't give you access to their best gadgets because they can just use it themselves to mine, okay? Because they can tolerate the heat, they can hire people to tolerate the noise. Yeah. All right. So the next thing we're gonna talk about. So what's my advice regarding mining? You can get into mining, but if you try to get yourself into cloud mining, be very careful with cloud mining. Okay. Because in cloud mining, there's obviously a transaction fee, meaning somebody is in the internet is actually running a server farm that has a mining farm, and they say they're going to give you a share of the income, right? Which one is this? Which one is this? What company is this? Did they just establish themselves yesterday? Who are the owners of the company? Same thing, like you're giving your money to a strange company on the internet, and you don't know who they are, and you're just trusting that they won't run away with your company, with your money, which is like crazy. Really, it's just crazy. Just give me your 1,000 bills because I won't run away with it. Why? So it's crazy to just trust a website that says, hey, we're a web mining company. Look at our reviews. We established ourselves in 2016. It's a 1-year-old company, goodness gracious. So plus, of course, the cloud mining stuff is actually, be sure you're actually buying cloud mining, not buying shares. Not, you know, you're actually getting it. Plus, you have to be careful because some cloud miners, they don't really just cloud mine Bitcoin. They cloud mine Ethereum, they cloud mine Litecoin. They just change. They change whatever they mine, which brings us to the topic of trading, coin trading. So Jomar, there are other coins, right? So if you buy yourself into a cloud mining firm, meaning to say it's like, you know, you rent your computer, you rent their computer. That's what cloud mining is. You rent somebody else's computer, but you never see it, right? They just say it's making money for you. You see your Bitcoin wallet increase a little bit, and you say, okay, it's earning for me, but of course your money's there. You gave your money there, and they say it's earning for you. It's kind of like a big question mark, you know, if you want to get yourself into cloud mining, because you're just entrusting to strangers. You're not really sure if they're doing what they said they were doing. So careful if you want to get yourself into cloud mining. Now, here is where all the excitement is coming in. Coin trading. When the story goes for coin trading, this is when it's no longer just Bitcoin. So what is coin trading? Remember Forex? You buy dollars, you sell you sell euros, you buy euros, you change for yen, and all that kind of exchange, right? That kind of exchange is called Forex. Right? Now in the stock market, you have you sell the stock, you buy it, you buy the stock, you sell that stock, and then you buy another stock and you sell that stock. That's called stock trading. In coin trading, you buy Litecoin and then you sell Litecoin and then you buy Bitcoin and then you sell Bitcoin and then you buy something else, right? So there are many coin trading companies in the world and many coin exchanges in the world, a lot of them in Asia. Okay. It's news to this year that China is the biggest Bitcoin mining, you know, places. Therefore, there's a lot of action. Even North Korea is mining Bitcoins. But there's also a lot of action in trading these coins back and forth. There are actually, the same way you have value to that piece of paper in your wallet, these people have value. Like, what is the value of Litecoin compared to Bitcoin? There's a value, psychological value. It doesn't have to have any basis. It's just, you know, it's just mental. And the exchanges are actually the one running it. So it's exactly like a stock market exchange, only that they're not trading stocks, they're trading coins, okay? And which tells you what's the same thing in a stock market exchange, okay? Let me show you a stock market exchange BitMEX, okay? What's the same thing that you can find in a stock market exchange and in a Bitcoin exchange? Can you guess? What's the same thing you can find? You should know. You should know. What are the very, very similar things regarding this, right? So that's Litecoin, Ethereum, China A50. I'm gonna just tell it to you. A Bitcoin, or sorry, a blockchain or a cryptocurrency trading platform uses exactly the same concepts, exactly the same wordings, exactly the same charts, exactly the same indicators as stock market. There's bid, there's ask, there's technical, there's whatever, there's positions, there's order values, there's top. The entire concept is identical. And the very important thing you need to understand is the emotions are the same. The emotions are the same. Only the changes between coins, the relationship between coins are faster. The coin differences, they really wildly fluctuate because there's no government in here to say, hey, we don't want our currency to really go down. So they control the price by buying and selling. But here in the Bitcoin, or the crypto trading, you call it crypto, not Bitcoin trading. Okay, because sometimes you don't have Bitcoin, you have Litecoin, okay, you have Ethereum. So it's called crypto trading. So sometimes you're not holding that. So there is actually that's the big risk. Can you help me out? Type big risk. The big risk here and the big benefit here also, because it comes both ways, right? Is if you get tempted to buy, let's say, a coin that's new because it's like ink, it's like going to the moon, right? There are times that that coin simply just disappears. There are times that that coin just disappears. Why? Why? Because there's really no government. No? All that needs to happen is that the exchange gets angry at the owners of the coin. Remember, the coins are created using ICOs, and they just delist the coin. It happens in the stock market all the time. They delist companies, like EDC was delisted this year, a few weeks ago. EDC, Development Corporation, I don't remember. I used to invest there, was removed from the stock market. Okay, so here, some coins can be delisted just like that. And if you happen to be holding that coin while it was being delisted, your money is gone. That's because if you're in an exchange, you're not always holding on to your Bitcoin. Okay. Thank you, Grace. She's asking, what influences the price movement? It's all the same, like stock market, human emotions. People buying and selling what they believe to be the value of the stock that they hold. That's what influences the movement. And all the scams that were run in the stock market of the past, they're doing it in Bitcoin and in crypto trading as well. Obviously, because human beings are running this as well. Why would the stock up price go high? Because people are greedy. They keep buying more. They keep buying more at higher prices. Why would the coin price go up? Because people are greedy. They keep buying more. They keep buying more at higher prices. Why would it go down? The people who are happy with what they want, they start selling at lower and lower prices. I'm talking about property market. I'm talking about this one, crypto market. I'm talking about stock market. Same thing, okay? Same thing. So if you want to be safe, don't trade, because the safer one is just hold on to that Bitcoin. If you believe it's going up. It's all about your belief anyway. It's still behavior, it's still emotion. Okay? Coin trading means you're gonna be holding on to some coins that may disappear in value, but you may be able to get a ton of value. Like my example was, can you make 150,000 pesos in one afternoon? Yes, in coin trading you can. If you're holding on to a highly volatile coin that lots of people are they're stacking on top of it, it goes up in one afternoon 300%, you have money. Of course, there's a risk that 300, all your money will be gone as well. That's because, as I said repeatedly, that company that backs that coin may not be in the good relationships with the exchange, and the exchange can just simply remove them. Just like here, if you're not in good relationship, if something's wrong, with your company, the exchange can remove you. In the case of the Philippine Stock Exchange is just like a government thing, so it's different. But there are many exchanges. Okay, so if you happen to be in one exchange and they boot the currency from that exchange, maybe you can move your money to another exchange, unless everyone says no. Okay, the thing about Bitcoin is, I'm talking about Bitcoin. There is a global supply, right? In other, in other coins, you're not sure. You're not sure because it's not the most popular coin there is. Okay. Oh, that's nice. So Eman is giving you a Wikipedia entry. So Bitcoin has a limited supply of 21 million. To date, there's 16 million in circulation. What happens if Bitcoin reaches 21 million? That's very easy. And it's really funny. Nobody's really talking about it because it's already happening. Okay. In this year alone, how many times did people? In August there was a Bitcoin argument. Everybody type the word argument. There's an argument in Bitcoin this August alone. Right? August 1, there was a argument. Okay, so I don't know if you're reading your news, so I'm gonna show it to you. They created Bitcoin Cash, sorry. Okay, August 1 this year, Bitcoin Cash. Boom! Brand new currency from Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin, and now there's Bitcoin Cash. Amazing, right? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Because there was an argument. Developers, don't worry. The last several days there was another. What was that? Shah? Was it the Shah argument? I forgot. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the argument. Bottom line, when your Bitcoin reaches 21 million, obviously there's gonna be another argument between the developers, right? And they're gonna make more, obviously. Oh, SegWit 2x. Yeah, that's it. This year they also did, after August, they also did another argument called SegWit. Now, doesn't matter what these things mean, right? They're really techy, right? And when the SegWit argument hit, guess what happened to the price? Can you check? When people were starting to argue about the SegWit, whatever it is, it's just an argument. They were fighting. These are computer programmers, people like me. We were fighting about it. Yeah. When the people were fighting about it, the price went down, boom, which is awesome, right? Because when the price goes down, you can buy more, right? So this has been taught to us by the Truly Rich Club. When prices go down at something that's valuable today, just like Bitcoin, then you should buy more, right? So that's what's going to be expected in the next few years. The developers are going to argue, and then the price will go down. And you should know what to do when that happens. Okay, folks? When it reaches 21 million, don't worry. Before it reaches 21 million, there's going to be tons of arguments. At each argument, the fun thing there is a date to each argument. And when that date comes, the price goes down. So you should know what to do before that date. Yeah? Do you know what to do before that date? Like Segwit was, Segwit had a countdown. Did you see the countdown? The Segwit count is really fun. So this is one of those strange things that there's a date to what the price will do. So you should consider it like this is fun, because you know when it's gonna go down. Of course, you also know when it's gonna go up. You actually don't know when it's gonna go up. Anyway, so that's the story of what happens if it reaches any kind of what do you call that thing? Any kind of milestone, people start arguing. Okay, and when they start arguing, the price goes down, and which is good because it's still emotions, right? So this thing called Bitcoin, this is just the tip of the proverbial ice cream cone, right? There's still a thing called blockchain, which I did not get into. That's why I'm going to do a Bitcoin blockchain event in December 2. Now, there's a lot more to this story than what you think. This is the part where it's all about excitement. It's all about quick cash, right? Now, if you're also interested in long term, how will blockchain Bitcoin change the way we earn, the way you'll earn? Do you want to get into this industry not just as an investor because you probably don't have the 3 million today, because you have 3.5 million today, and that's like your risk budget, that risky investment budget, which means you probably have 10 million today for all your investment, but you have 3 million for a risky budget, then go ahead, go buy your Bitcoins, right? But please don't do it if you haven't done more research, okay? Because you might not be buying a Bitcoin. You might be scammed into buying something else entirely, or scammed into buying Bitcoins with high transaction fees. Ta-da! And please be careful, because with my conversation with locals, Filipinos buying Bitcoins, you actually cannot buy that much if you're in the wrong place, okay? You find yourself in the wrong place, then you cannot buy 3 million pesos worth of Bitcoin. You have to do your research, find where you can buy tons of Bitcoin with a very low transaction fee, okay? So you don't waste money, and safe. So you still need to do research. That's it. That's why I have this event in December 2, the morning of December 2, which is going to be in English. It's also going to be recorded. And I changed the pricing. It was supposed to be 6,000 pesos. And now just put it at about 3,500. Do let me know if you're interested. I'm going to give a link to how to buy a slot into that event. This is a Manila event. There's also a recording and the Manila event live is going to be almost the same price, almost the same. I'm gonna help you understand in an emotional level what blockchain is about. Okay, and I help you understand what Bitcoin thing is all about. But not just this is a very narrow topic. Make money, yeah, sure. Okay, there's also another way to make money from it. Which is, get yourself into the industry. Work for the people who say they are in this industry. And that way, you can get an insider look at the industry. Would you like to get an insider look at the industry? Not just from hearsay, not just from people who's excited. So what are our coverage? We're gonna cover blockchain, obviously, how you buy Bitcoins. Actually, I'm gonna look for the actual. I'm gonna buy Bitcoins now. Look for the actual place which is best to buy at a lower transaction rate and no limitations and safe. I don't know the answer yet. I have a few candidates. Where's the best place to buy Bitcoin in the Philippines? Don't have a definitive answer as of now because I'm not finished with my research. By the time we meet at December 2, I'll probably have a few Bitcoins already purchased. So you are not going to be talking to an absolute newbie, okay? Today, I gave you what I understood from Bitcoin from a stock market investment background. I didn't have to buy Bitcoins. But now, of course, on December 2, when you see me, I will have coins in my possession. So where to buy it, how does mining work? I'm actually going to show you how it actually works in a workshop, in an activity, actually a game, a Bitcoin mining game, which I invented. Okay, how do Bitcoin transactions work? How can you sell the Bitcoin? How long does it take? What is blockchain tech? How does it work? What can it do for you? What can it do for you in virtual careers? What's a distributed ledger? Why should people use blockchains? Why is American Express, Visa doing their own kind of blockchain? Sort of. What is the blockchain consortium and stuff like that? These are the stuff. The second part, that's the part that is relevant to the virtual career. So again, my event is December 2. Okay, price instead of $6,000, this live event you just get it at around 3.5, something like that. Okay, so I made it really, really affordable for many people. Is there anyone interested in joining that event? So this is not just your typical, okay, at the end you buy your blockchain Bitcoin. No, this is not. This is a brand new approach to teaching, and I call this teaching approach, where is that? There, Trust the Chef. So the Trust the Chef format is, I'm going to make you go through certain things. So this is not a seminar, okay? This December 2 event. You're going to go through certain things in the event which will allow you to understand the concepts in the detail. Okay, so not just intellectually, also heart, also emotional, also physical. Okay, if I can go, I'm gonna go spiritual as well. The way I teach now is called training. You're probably not going to sit there in a seminar writing tons of notes. Okay, I will distill the concepts that you need to learn so you can understand them. So that's the special thing about this seminar. It's not a seminar. It's not even a workshop. It's probably, maybe the more accurate thing is a game, a Bitcoin blockchain game. And the format is called Trust the Chef, because I won't tell you any more details about it. Okay, it's also not very good when you access the video. The audio is great, but you don't need to see what's happening, because the treat there is you need to be in the room to understand how to comprehend all the emotional things that's going to happen there. But remember, all my lessons and lectures starting this week it's all going to be Trust the Chef. So if you want to understand what I mean by Trust the Chef, you need to go to my last event this year, which is in December 2. Okay. So I'm not seeing any yeses. So I'm assuming none of you are attending December 2 event. That's also okay, because I already have people from the copywriting 202 joining it. But thank you very much for your time. Okay. And thank you for, maybe I can entertain some questions for 10 minutes or maybe 2 minutes, because that's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people talking. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any doubts? You can also accuse me. You don't have any Bitcoin, so why are you teaching us? Blah blah blah. It's the same concept as Instagram marketing. I only have 2,000 followers in my Instagram. I hardly use it, but hello, I understand how it works. So I've been teaching almost 200 people Instagram marketing. Same concept. Marketing is the same, however, the platform. So I don't have Bitcoins now, but just wait for 2 weeks and that's no longer true. And when that happens, it's gonna be a different ball game as well. Okay. So, Karina, hello. So thank you very much for joining. What do I want to help you with? Okay. Recap. What did you learn? You learned about MLMs. You learned about initial coin offerings, being Kickstarter. MLMs, not necessarily selling you Bitcoins. Bitcoin is probably your safe bet if you want to get into crypto. Okay. Buying other currencies using trading is probably not a good idea, because you will be subject to more risk, because those other currencies might disappear from the trading company. Bitcoin And Bitcoin trading is essentially a market, meaning people determine its value, meaning it's all about stories going up and down, emotions going up and down, blah, blah, blah. And it's already being used. The stock market concepts are already being used and abused in the coin exchanges. They're already being done. Okay? So beware, and if you don't know anything about the stock market abuses that they have happened in the past, like pump and dump, and psychological fallacies, you probably need to read up. Okay? Well, the benefit there is, of course, you could be very knowledgeable about stock market and about coin markets, and you're going to be good as an investor, right? So yeah. So yeah, I will tell you where to buy as part of my research. I will not tell you just go buy, Coins PH. Why? Do you like high transaction fees? If you just go to Coins PH, go ahead. If you like high transaction fees. So it's not just that. You really just have to understand it first. You understand me? If your brain is saying, no, it's too late, the price might go too high, I might be able to afford it, then you really should not invest. Because if you said the same thing in the stock market, you're in the wrong emotional state to buy, right? Rule number one, Warren Buffett says, don't lose money. Rule number two he says, if you don't follow rule number one, check rule number one. Or, read rule number one. Those are only two rules. Don't lose money. So if you just go to, hey, there's this website, let's buy coins there. Bahala kayo. If you don't do your research before buying, bahala kayo. Okay? So thank you very much. What are my events? Yeah, December 2, Copywriting 202. What's going to happen there is you're actually going to start writing copy. We're going to put it in the internet, and you are going to buy Facebook ads to it to see if it actually sells. That's what's going to happen in Copywriting 202. We are actually going to write copy for an actual selling thing. I'm not going to tell you more because you have to trust the chef. So the afternoon of the Bitcoin blockchain event, there is a copywriting workshop. You probably should join that as well. It's called Copywriting 202. The details are in Virtual Careers Academy. And in there, we're going to sell something using words. We're going to write it down. Sorry. And then for copyright, sorry. Oh my goodness. Ang gulo nitong, wait. I'm trying to send a message to everyone. Where's everyone? Really? Walang everyone? Oh, there. So there. So the copywriting practice is not a lecture. It's a written workshop. And for those looking for a writing gig and you want to earn lots more than just a writing gig, go get that copywriting course. By the way, if you get the copywriting course, Bitcoin blockchain event is free. So everything I'm talking about is actually a bonus. The blockchain event, that's a bonus for you if you get the copywriting course in December 2, the one we're doing in the afternoon. So you attend in the morning, learn about blockchain, and in the afternoon you start writing. But of course, just give you a warning, only those who really love to write will be able to thrive in the copywriting world, okay? So if you're interested in that, just go to Virtual Careers Academy or just ask us at the Jomar Hilario Virtual Careers Group. They probably know where to find the link, okay? Because I don't know where it is. Sorry. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. There's a lot more to learn. Like, I actually have a 10-item thing created for this one, which I cannot find. That's okay. That's okay. There will be other days. I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice Thanksgiving. Save me some food. Okay? Whatever. If you know what I mean. Okay? Salamat. Thank you so much. God bless. You're welcome. Okay, dearly. Game. 1-on-1. Game. Sige. Sige, dearly. Email kita. So for the blockchain event on December 2, to join that, just email me directly because I don't remember the link. If you're in the province, just get the recording. We're gonna give you a link to the recording. It's easier. It's easier than just renting a place, and going there and only 3 people show up. Just get the recording. Thank you very much.